pass some of the stuff around. Some of the stuff, this is, okay. I want to make sure it wasn't like, you know. All right. Some covers, I've done some covers of magazines, and I've been featured in magazines. As a model, should you have different looks? Should you have different looks?
Yes.
Because it's different markets. Now, you see the way I look right now, right?
Yeah.
Is this the same look?
No.
I want to kill somebody, huh?
That's right.
Ah! You're an actor. Models are actors. This is a Nike campaign I did. Every magazine in San Francisco, pretty much, the major ones, I had a chance to either do print or fashion. Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom's, Saks is women, and do that. But I wore a dress before and heels, so I understand how, yeah, because I was acting. I model as an actor. I mean, you know, hey, I knew I could do it. Sometimes you want to challenge yourself. It was fun. Actually, I was in the paper. I had a wig this big. It might be one of the pictures in there was with Joe Boxer. I've had an incredible career, but to answer her question is, I modeled, and just like anything, it's like a pair of shoes.
Wow.
You first get those pair of shoes, you like, you know, how they fit, how they feel, am I going to like it, right? And I did it and I liked it. But let's just stop right there. I mean, do the first fashion show. People are like, oh yeah, I like this. Love me some more. Yes. So we like that, but does it stop there? No, it doesn't. Because once you do your fashion show, you know what you want to do? Another one.
Yeah.
Then you'll be like, well, how do I keep this going?
Yeah.
Okay? San Francisco's a market. LA's a market. New York's a market.
Yeah.
Right? Miami's a market. So you got to be a student and find out what kind of model are you. Because all models are not the same models, right?
Nope.
Right.
You guys know that, right?
Fit.
You guys see commercials. What's this?
Oh, yeah.
Hair commercials. You don't see how tall they are, but you see their hair and their face. And you see sometimes, you see athlete foot.
Hands.
You see people in car commercials. You don't see how tall they are, they're just driving their car. You see McDonald's commercials, right? And you see the whole family.
Yeah.
So there's all kind of models.
Yeah.
There's models that be quiet and don't be quiet. There's models that have control and don't have control. But you have to have control.
Sorry.
Thank you. Please.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, everybody, let's clap it up. Clap it up. Woo! Yeah. Hi, Jackie. Get a chance to say hello to you when you came in. So, let me answer her question. So I've been modeling for a long time, and I was very, very fortunate to model for a fashion show production called Macy's Passport. The biggest fashion production in San Francisco and LA for the last 20 plus years. It's been around like 30 years. So the question is, the good question, I tried out for that show. I didn't get it, and I thought I should, and I was very disappointed because I felt like I was, you know, good enough. And if anybody here has ever been to an agency the first time and they told you no, you're like, really? I feel like I'm good enough. How about this one? We have one just like you. And it ain't me. He don't look like me, but he's black. And so anyway, I had a flashback. You can't let race, color, no, maybe, not today, next month, stop you. So Macy's Passport, the biggest production in San Francisco, they told me no. Try it out again next year. Did I get it? No. I really didn't like them after that. I really didn't like Macy's Passport. But I was dating someone at the time, and she wanted to go. And she like literally told me to go. And I was like, you know what? They were haters. They don't want me. So I went to the show, and you know what I did? I saw what all the models were doing and how they were walking. Anybody thought they knew they had it going on, and they realized they didn't? All right, like I just know what they want. They want this. Because that's what my friends told me is cool. You know, they want this. They want that. Because all my friends told me that's what we do here, you know. So when I saw them, all the guys were just doing this. Simple, right? You try it. It looks boring, but why did they just want to walk? Anybody know why they just want to walk? Not you. Next time. I'm just teasing. What's your question? What do you think?
To show the clothes.
Thank you. Good job. To show the clothes. But most models think it's about them. I was one of those models too. So I ain't mad at you. I just like, I'm going to be a star. I'm going to show them how cool I am. We all think that because we don't know any better.
Yeah.
So when I saw what those guys did, what do you think I did the next time around?
Do what they did.
Huh? Thank you. I practiced every walk I saw on that stage, girl. I went to the track, true story. I was walking straight, sideways, backwards. I'm going to get this. Whatever way I need to walk, I'm going to get this walk. And then the third time around, I tried up, said my prayer, and they'll tell you right away. But I remember this day, 1989. You were born in? Good year, right? Uh-huh. I was in my kitchen in Palo Alto, washing dishes or cooking. Probably cooking because I like to eat. And I got the phone call, and my agent goes, guess what? I said, what? You got the job. I got what job? Passport. I went like, whoosh. My head went to the ceiling. I'm not even lying. I was like, flew up. It was a small ceiling. But I jumped up so high. Because why? I got it. I didn't give up. I tried out 2 times. And I got rejected. So rejection sometimes is good.
Yep.
So from that rejection, my friend, good to see you, I was committed to that show. And I appreciate it. Because if I got it the first time, I would have thought I was the man. Right? I did that show, man, more than any other guy or girl in the history of the show. And that's how I became into the producing role. Because they were like, Charleston, you've been here a long time, and we want you to coach the other models. I'm like, coach? Model captain. Model captain? No, I'm a model. I model, I don't coach. I'm not going to be like, yo, you ain't walking right. You fix your hand. I don't want to do that. I don't want the models to hate me. We hate you, Charleston. I'm like, it ain't my fault. So I got the role as a model captain, and it was weird. It was really weird, because I really didn't want to tell people what to do. My job was to watch all the models, with their hands out. Like, some girls want to put their hands here. The hand goes here. Okay? Some people take a picture like this, like, okay, are you doing comedy or what? What are you doing? And then, we're doing a fashion show, and it's all about the clothes, and they're doing this. So it's like, why are you doing all this? So I had to find a way. These models were coming from LA, New York, South Africa, all over the world, And it was really amazing and awesome. Before I started model coaching, I got a chance to work with Tyra Banks. Wow. She was really nice. I met Naomi Campbell, different subject. She's all right. I met with Cindy Crawford, model with her, sweet girl, Chrissy Chosen, Claudia Schiffer, all these super models. I mean, how many people you know in San Francisco who have modeled all those supermodels?
None.
I'm just having fun. You gotta have fun, right? Yeah. You ain't having fun, you ain't living. So I got a chance to work with all these people, and what's my point? If I would have gave up, it never would have happened. I kept trying. I'm a winner. I didn't know it. You don't know it until you know it. You're a winner. What do winners do? They never give up. Do they fall down? Yes, they do. Fall down again? Yes, I do. But not in the same spot. Not in the same spot. Maybe over there. I've never been there before. It's a journey. It's a process. You got to get where you're trying to go. You want to get there. Hey, if you just get there, this is easy breezy. This is nothing. Did I live anything? No. Do I have a story? No. Oh, I just showed up. They gave me money. I got a house. I got a wife. I got kids. I'm good. What can I say to you? Nothing. But if I told you, I cried. I hit the wall. Yeah. I had some bruises. I got fired a couple times. I was trying to, model and work. You got to choose. You want to be a model or you want to work in an office? Yeah. I want to model. Where's the money at? I had to find out. Where's the money? Where's the big money in modeling? Anybody know? And what? In commercials. That's the big money. I've done over 30 commercials. That's the only thing that kept me going. Okay? It's 1 year when I moved to LA, I had 4 commercials running. 4. I didn't have to go to LA and be a bartender. You go to bartender, restaurant, I'm an actress, I'm a model. I had commercials running. I was fortunate. I was blessed. Doesn't always happen that way. But what did I do? I showed up, I hung in there, and I learned so many lessons. Okay? Do all models do drugs? Yes! No, I'm just kidding. I went through the drug stage, you know?
Yeah.
But you don't have to.
No, you don't.
You don't have to do anything. The most important thing as a model you must do is show up and be prepared. You must commit yourself. You must realize it's not about you. It's about the clothes. But if you're not walking right, if you're not working with everybody, Dale, you gone? You leaving? I love you, man. Thanks for my award, man. If you don't really do the work, you don't have a chance. And so before I transitioned to fashion show producer, I still had to take that role, and I was kind of pushed into it, and I just slowly embraced it. But it wasn't until the next year, the year after that, I'm like, wow, this is cool. First of all, I get paid more than the models. Second of all, I'm a little bit in charge. Third of all, I see what's going on. Because at Macy's Palace Sports, the crowd, it's gone from 3,000 to 2,000. I don't know how much it is now because it's a different location. But I would be behind the director's booth. The director, God bless him, he's the one who really helped me out in my career. His name is Larry Hashberger. Anybody ever been to AJSF?
No.
Well, he's the owner there. He's my friend. Tell him Charleston said hi. I used to work there too. But I wasn't on stage. I wanted to be on stage, but you know. Because anybody been on stage, you love being on stage, right? So what I found out is that being behind the director's chair, you see a whole bunch.
Yeah.
You see a lot. And I got mad respect for producers and directors and owners and people we're here. We're not at the club, not on the street, we're here. How did that happen? Somebody made some phone calls, networked, made something happen, okay? Anything in life, it just doesn't happen. You gotta make it happen. So for me, I was like, wow, whew, this is very, very interesting because not only am I, responsible for the models, I'm responsible for the lighting, stage, photographers, alcohol, food, the facility, hair and makeup, stylists, designers. Who's in charge? Producer. Show screws up. Who are they going to talk about? Charleston Pierce. That was your show? That was your production? So you think I was in a hurry to be a producer? No! You think I wanted to be a producer? No! It came to me. And when I first produced my first fashion show, I was asked to do it. I was like, I didn't want to do it. What did I do? I went to my producer from Passport and go, hey, Larry, they want me to do a fashion show. I don't know what to do. He goes, yes, you do. No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Think about it. It'll come to you. You got help with me. This is not help. We were at Neiman Marcus at one of those stores. I'm like, dude, give me some, write something down. Give me a list. He's like, it'll come to you. It did, but it wasn't fun. So I did it. And it was at Row. Just had my 5th year anniversary. Give it up! 5 years! After 5 years, I'm making money now. I am.
That was a good show.
I don't know. I want some more, but I gotta wait. You gotta be patient with your dream and your goals. So I did the show, and 5 years later, a girlfriend. I love producing. I love directing. I went from producing the show to becoming a host, TV host, choreographer, and I'm dabbling in photography, doing a little video stuff, documentary film. Because why? Once you do one thing, you accomplish something good. You're like, oh, that's cool. Let me try something else. You'll know if it doesn't work. Every model should be a stylist, photographer, director, producer, choreographer, because this is what you're doing. You're around all these people. Pay attention. Open your eyes. I won't say, it may not be good for you. You might not be great at it, but you should know how it works. I teach my students, be a student. Pay attention to what everybody's doing. And then you'll find out what works for you. Now, you might not want to be a director. You might not want to be a stylist. You might not want to be a designer. You might not want to be a host. You might not want to be an actor. You might not want to be a model. But you can use all that every day. Everywhere you go, you can talk to people with your eyes and have good posture. Yes. And if they piss you off, you can play it off. Whatever it may be. Because you learn these skills in life. Y'all get that? Yes. I know you did. It's all about the journey. It's all about having fun. That's how I became a producer. And now I want to go into other things, directing movies. Wow. You know why? Movies tell stories. Photographers tell stories. And if you want to make a difference in this world, it's all about your story. Can people feel it? Is it passionate? Does it have meaning, purpose? Where's it going? Anybody ever go to a bad movie like, ooh, it was good at the beginning, the ending was terrible. Well, I don't want to be that one. I want an ending that captures you, and at the end of the movie, you're inspired. Okay? Because I already know who I am. I am Charleston Pierce, born to inspire. Yeah. It could be any industry. It doesn't have to be modeling. That's the industry of choice. But wherever you are in life, everyone in this room has a gift. Some people have more than one. I hate you. You can sing, you can dance, you can act. Good for you. Sam?
I knew he was going to say that.
If you guys want to see Amazing Dancer, that man right there, he was trying to teach me something. He was like sliding inside, you know, he's really good. So, all you have to give, she wants to see it, Sam. She's like, I want to see it.
I do, I want to
He's really good at it, too.
Wait, I'm your manager. We got to negotiate.
Yeah.
And as Ona was saying, yes, we want to develop talent, and if we have to, we'll open up our own management company. I do not like the word agency. I respect agencies. I have an agency. My agency blessed me with the opportunity to get the commercial. Did they give me the commercial? No. They told me to go. I had to be ready. I had to prepare myself. I had to see myself in the Cadillac, my partner in crime, and say, you're going to get the Cadillac. I'm like, really? You're going to get the Cadillac. You deserve to be in the Cadillac. I'm like, you're right. I am going to get the Cadillac. I got the Cadillac. Did they give it to me? I'm hoping I get a discount. The lady told me she was going to get a discount. It's cool. It's 2013. Ooh, Lord. Nice. I'm excited because you know what? Another thing is that I've been doing this modeling thing. I'm going to age myself right now. My first fashion show when I was 1983.
That's when I was born.
1983. Do I look that old?
Nope.
Do you know why? Huh? Thank you. Passionate. You know what keeps you young? Find out what you love to do. And add some working out. Have a little balance. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I have fun. That keeps me young, having fun. You cannot let nobody keep you like that. You too old for who? For what? You can't let nobody tell you. And you know what? Don't do this. Don't be silly, especially you women. I know how y'all are. I have 8 sisters. My mom and dad really love each other a lot. And 5 brothers too. Women always say, you know, past 25, I'm getting old. You know, because they like, I should have some babies. What? You better live your life and be young forever. Don't get caught up in the American dream. Some people shouldn't have no babies. I know we're talking about fashion, but some of y'all, that's fashionable. Don't have no babies. Some of you guys shouldn't get caught up in what mom and daddy say. You got to find your own dream. You got to live your own life. You got to honor your mom and dad, your father, honor your parents that brought you in the world. I love you, mom and dad, but you don't understand. I got to live my life. Live your life. I live my life. I love you, but I live my life. Because why? You'll never be happy unless you live your life. I know for a fact, my father passed away, man. God bless him, he's an amazing man, but it wasn't until he passed away that I felt free. I'm serious. I mean, I don't know if you got some disciplined parents. My parents were like old school. They were like, you know, when I first was in high school, I went to the Soda School of the Arts. I was the first class. I got scholarship to NYU, all these universities, basketball and theater arts was my thing. I was excelled. And they were like, no, we're not supporting that. I honor my mom and dad. I didn't go to New York. I didn't go to LA. I didn't play ball. I was unhappy. I was miserable. But, you know, I didn't really know it. I know now because I look back. If you look back and go, why didn't I do that? Because somebody told me I couldn't do it. Now, why did they tell me that? Did they love me? Yes, they loved me. My father came home every day. 14 kids, right? He loved my mom, provided for our family. But my dad was just trying to protect me because this business is not safe for everybody. It's not for everybody. Rejection is not for everybody. LA is not for everybody. You got to protect yourself. Women, you got to protect yourself. A lot of guys out there want to sell your pictures to porn. Not only guys, not only women, guys. They take your pictures. I've had it happen to me twice. Not for porn, but you know. I've had my picture taken twice, and I'm like, where's my pictures? You know, you go to LA, the director's going, oh, let's go to my house for drinks. It's 9 o'clock, and you're a man. I'm kidding. I'm not saying nothing, but you know, I grew up in San Francisco. I got looked for. I danced. No. So you have to be safe. You have to watch yourself because you will be in a situation where that kitchen is hot, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not prepared for the pressure, for the temptation, and for the kitchen that's really hot and waiting for you, guess what? You're gonna get burnt. You're gonna get burnt. I was so lucky not to be in that situation. When I saw the situation, because my parents, you know, they were cool, they were great, kind of helped me out a little bit. When I saw that there was some stuff going on that was not my taste, I left. My wife is calling me. I didn't even have a wife. My wife who wants me to come home. My kids. I got an early appointment. I got nowhere to go. You just got to realize sometimes you got to just leave. I'm talking about New York, I'm talking about LA and Miami Beach. It ain't for everybody. This business is not for everyone. Everybody can't be a top model. Not a supermodel, a top model. Top model is a professional. I know how to pose. I have over 200 poses. I have walks for different designers. I have smiles. I have lifestyle. I have energy. I can do commercials. I can do it all. I have hand modeling, feet modeling. Not my feet. My feet, no. But shoes on, yes. But you got to know what kind of model you are. So you can't think that you can do it because that person's doing it. So there's so many different things that you run into, and I'm saying a lot, but I'm just trying to tell you, this is not for everybody. You got to be strong. Models are strong. On that note, I would like to invite Jackie up here, Jody up here, Hannah up here, and my man Sam. I would like to line up, face the audience, please.
Whatever he says. He said we might get dancing.
Whatever Sam does, everything else follows.
So, you ladies and gentlemen are going to have the opportunity to work with 4 amazing people that I had the opportunity to work with. When I first met them, they were trying to be models, and I told them, each and every one of them, that they're actors and they're amazing individuals with gifts and talents out of this world. They got to wait their turn, they got to stay ready, and they got to make it happen. Some of my students right now are in Europe, pursuing their goals and dreams. Because why? I believe whatever it is you want, go get it, prepare yourself for it, realize what's at stake. You will be tested, you will be tried. They will give you your personal stories, whatever they want to say about why they're a model or what they learned about the business since they met me and what are they doing with their careers right now. And I've only known these guys, I've known Sam and Jody for about a year and a half.
Yeah, almost a year.
Yeah, and how about you, Jackie?
Almost a year.
Almost a year, and I've known Hannah for like 7 months. So I'm going to let them talk right quick. And starting with Sam, he's going to tell you his name. Well, you know his name. He's going to tell you about his career, some of the things he's done. I just want to congratulate somebody real quick. Hannah Johnson, I call her Hannah Rose. She was on TV 2 nights ago on, what is the name of the show? House Hunters. Oh. And what's she going to tell you? She's going to be on TV too for some other stuff. But these are people that I met that came to me and said they want to make it happen. I say, you know, you got to make it happen. But are you ready? And so, Sam, go for it.
Hi, I'm Sam. And I'm going for it. I'm in Charleston at San Francisco Fashion Week. I had heard a lot about him from other models. I heard there was this guy in the city who can help you out with your career and your walk and just to do some great things in the city. I'm like, okay, that sounds cool. And then during the show, people are like, oh, there he goes, there he goes. Like the myth had came alive. I'm like, okay, whatever, that's fine. So he's on the side of the stage before I walk. You know, he kind of acknowledges me, so I acknowledge him back like, how you doing? Charleston, I heard of you, what's up? It's all good. So I did my walk and came back. He's like, that was great, but you need to like stand up more. I was like, what? Like, who is like, okay, I heard his name before, but who is this guy trying to tell me how to walk? I can walk because I got a show, right? Because I can walk. They like my walk. So I was like, all right, whatever. I seen him again at another show, and people were like, you should go to his class. Just check him out. I'm like, I walked up to him. I was like, what's up, Charleston, man? Heard you got this class. I'm gonna check it out. I was like, oh yeah, I like your walk. You know, gave some advice like on the spot, kind of inspirational stuff. And ever since then, I've been attending the class, and it's been almost like 2 years now. And I must just say that it's been very inspiring, very helpful, very encouraging, because in my family, nobody really does what they want to do. Yeah. Even like my own father, he was like, oh, I should have been a comedian. I should have, you know, done music. Like he sits around singing, like, you got vocals. What's up? He's like, I missed my turn. I'm like, oh, you're funny. Oh, I missed my turn. I'm like, why'd you miss so many turns? You know what I'm saying? So, and like, there's nobody in my family who ever did what they wanted to do. And ever since, you know, hooking up with CP, he's like family now. He shows me ways. He shows me how to do things, the correct way to do things. My posture is on point. My walk's on point. I'm not even signed. And I can't say that I'm proud of that, but I think I do very well to not be signed. I've done over 30 shows, you know, plenty of fashion shoots, and I'm standing here speaking as a model, an unsigned model. I don't know about them, but you know what I'm saying? I'm still doing my thing out here, and I'm proud of myself. And like you said, I feel myself. I think I'm awesome. I think I'm great. If you want to work with me, let me know. Sam Watson, IamSamWatson.com. IamSamWatson@gmail.com as well. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. I went to school for theater as well, so I act, I dance, and I model. I entertain. That's what I love to do.
Was you that dance, that walk thing, that dance thing you do?
Dang it. Okay. Just one dance. It's just, all right, I won't even give it a name, but I call it the sideways moonwalk. You know the moonwalk, right? Just do a Michael Jackson thing. It's like that, but it's sideways, and you know, it gives me more contact, and I can still do a whole bunch of other stuff while I'm doing it. You know,
I remember that one.
I've been in independent films. I have a few out. I just seen one the other day that just kind of came out. It's on the internet. So I'm working, and a whole lot of it is thanks to Charleston and everything that he has shown me and given me opportunity for. And I thank him, and I actually thank you for letting me speak in front of him tonight.
Hi, I'm Harris. I met Charleston at my first fashion show in Sacramento. I grew up in an extremely small town. I had 9 kids total in my graduating freshman class, 8 girls and 1 boy. I dated an upperclassman. So super small town. My dad's a rancher. You know, never really, growing up in that small of a town, rural area, you're hours away from civilization. So, you know, my mom, I had thought about, you know, modeling and, you know, doing all that kind of stuff just because magazines, TV, you know, it looks so fun and exciting. But never really got an opportunity. So, you know, you get to go in with life and you're in school, and I played basketball, so, you know, I had other things that keep me distracted and have fun. And then after I was in college, I was out, and a designer approached me and, you know, asked if I was a model or if I'd be interested in it. She was doing a show. And I was like, yes, oh my God, I would love to. So was in her fashion show in Sacramento, and Charleston was there. And he, you know, watched the show, came up, well, after the show, he went backstage, and of course, everybody knew who he was. So, you know, everyone's all crowded around talking to him, and the designer that I worked for, you know, had said, you know, that guy is kind of a big deal in San Francisco, and, you know, I was asking questions and stuff, so I went over and threw in my 2 cents, you know, hi, how are you? He gave me his card, his last card, and I went to his workshop. and started, you know, working with him. And after working with him for a little bit, he was like, would you be interested in being on one of my shows? And I was like, of course, you know. And after that, it just kept going. And I was like, wow, this is, you know, awesome. I'm having so much fun. This is something that I've always wanted to do. So yeah, I mean, I did that, and 2 months later, I moved down to San Francisco. And I decided to pursue it, you know, more full-time. I signed with an
TV shows?
agency, and now I am, yeah, doing other things, because like you said, you know, can't model forever, and I've already passed 24, so I guess my runway is almost over. So acting was my, you know, next passion, and I have been on, you know, the House Hunters now and Discovery Channel. I almost got away with it. I'll be on a couple episodes of that. And yeah, I mean,
You're going to be a doctor and a bartender.
I was gonna be a doctor and a bartender on this show.
They're
You know,
shocked.
same with people. No, I don't know. Yeah. So
Thank you, Hannah.
thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Jody James Miller. I am originally from a town called Billings. It's in a state called Montana. If you guys don't know where that is, it's kind of by Canada. So I grew up there. I went through college. I played basketball and volleyball my whole life. Modeling, acting, none of that really interests me. Mostly I think because there's not a market for it there. It's not an option for Montanans to do. So you either ranch or play sports. And so I went through volleyball all through college, and growing up I didn't want to live in Montana, and I knew that at a young age because we traveled a lot. And so I always wanted to move, but was stuck there because of volleyball and my parents and school and all that. So I waitressed for 3 months and saved up enough money to just move to California. So I ended up here and was working full time, but I got bored because I'm used to an active lifestyle, and I would work full time and then come home and sit on the couch with nothing to do. So that's how I got interested in modeling. I met Charleston at, it wasn't my first fashion show, but it was one of the few. I didn't know who he was before I did the fashion show, but being there at that show, a lot of models like, oh, that's Charleston, oh, that's Charleston. So I was like, okay, who's Charleston? And then afterwards, he came and approached me and said, oh, I do these classes, you should come, blah, blah, blah. It took me a few weeks to like give the courage to go, and I scoped him out on Facebook for a few weeks, and his website to be like, who is this guy? So got up the courage to go, and I've been going almost every single Wednesday and Saturday since then, for almost 2 years now. So he's helped me a lot. Almost all of my modeling career is credited to him, if not all of it. I am signed with JE Models now. I have done commercials, I've been in magazines, on TV, newspapers, so yeah.
Are you? I read somewhere on Facebook. You're Miss Cal. There's something about. Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Jacqueline Tang. I was born in Taiwan, born and raised, and I started modeling when I was young as a kid model in Taiwan. It was a very different world in Asia, and here depends on, you know, from what they're looking for, and, you know, height-wise, everything is very different from here. I did pretty well there because I grew up fast. When I was young, I was the tallest one in my class. I always stood up, and, you know, I like to lead, so I guess people noticed that, and it kind of shows. But when I moved here, I went into lifestyle modeling because I didn't think I was ever tall enough to do runway fashion, even though I really like fashion. I do lifestyle prints with Blackwell Files in San Francisco, and they've got lots of prints ads for me. I've done prints for Cisco, for Yahoo, for Call One, and most recently with Apple. So it's well because you do the silly little phone kind of technology ads, commercial, like what Charleston says is what sells, and that's where the money is. But I love fashion, so I freelance myself. I met Charleston through one of the fashion shows here, and you know, he helped me a lot, and he kind of made me feel like I don't need to be 5'9" or 5'8" to do runway. Like what Owen said too, you need to have a strong walk, and Charleston definitely helped me with that. Always to keep your chin up and smile and just look happy, always have fun. It's great, you know, I learn a lot. You learn about yourself, and you don't need it for modeling. I think that works in your everyday life, you know, from meeting people, from work, from anything. It's your presence, and I think he really helps us on bringing that out. So it's great. I love it.
Thank you.